Welcome back to the channel, and today we are venturing into the most dangerous island on Earth for the next evolution of the dinosaur saga. Jurassic World Liberation. The 8th film in the Jurassic Park franchise and the direct sequel to 2025's Jurassic World Rebirth, which roared to an astonishing $872 million worldwide, earned an Oscar nomination for Best Visual Effects, the first in the franchise since The Lost World, and proved that audiences are still hungry for the wonder and terror that only genetically resurrected prehistoric creatures can deliver. The title was revealed in February 2026 when World of Real reported that Universal Pictures had quietly registered multiple domain names for Jurassic World Liberation. And while the studio has not officially confirmed the title, the domain registrations are considered reliable precursors to an announcement, with a targeted theatrical release date of June 9, 2028, positioning the film as Universal's summer tentpole event 3 years after Rebirth reinvigorated the franchise with its return to island-based survival horror and practical creature effects. Scarlett Johansson returns as Zora Bennett, the covert operations expert who led the extraction mission to Ile Saint-Hubert and made the fateful decision to distribute the dinosaur DNA samples as open-source resources rather than surrender them to corporate control. And early speculation suggests that Liberation will explore the global consequences of that choice, with nations, corporations, and black market biotech firms all racing to weaponize or monetize the genetic material she unleashed upon the world. Mahershala Ali reprises his role as Duncan Kincaid, Zora's most trusted team member who survived his sacrificial confrontation with the Distortus Rex through a last-minute rescue. And the sequel is expected to deepen his partnership with Zora while testing his loyalty as the geopolitical stakes of their discovery spiral beyond anything they could have anticipated. Jonathan Bailey returns as Dr. Henry Loomis, the paleontologist whose scientific expertise proved invaluable on the island. And with Rebirth establishing his romantic chemistry with Zora, Liberation may finally deliver the full-fledged scientist action hero romance that the franchise has teased since the original Jurassic Park. Manuel Garcia Rulfo's Ruben Delgado, the father who lost everything protecting his daughters on the island, could return in a new capacity, perhaps as a whistleblower, exposing the truth about the InGen facility, or as a man consumed by grief, seeking revenge against the corporate forces that destroyed his family. Luna Blaze's Teresa Delgado and David Iacono's Xavier Dobbs, the young survivors who proved their courage against the Mutodons and the Tyrannosaurus Rex, are expected to have expanded roles as the next generation of dinosaur survivors, with Audrina Miranda's Isabella Delgado and her beloved animatronic companion Dolores the Aquilops potentially becoming the emotional heart of the franchise's future. A young girl who grew up with a dinosaur as her best friend, in a world where such bonds are both miraculous and illegal. Gareth Edwards is expected to return to the director's chair after his visually stunning work on Rebirth, which critics praised as a return to the Spielbergian restraint and awe that defined the original 1993 film. And Edwards has hinted that he sees the franchise as a metaphor for the film industry itself, the struggle between corporate exploitation and genuine wonder, between sequels that honor their origins and those that merely cash in on nostalgia. David Koepp, the original Jurassic Park screenwriter who returned to craft Rebirth's screenplay, could very well write Liberation as well, bringing his unparalleled understanding of Michael Crichton's themes, the hubris of genetic engineering, the fragility of ecosystems, and the moral responsibility of those who wield scientific power. to a story that may finally break the franchise free from the island heist formula that has defined the last 3 films. The plot remains entirely under wraps, but the title Liberation suggests a story about freeing dinosaurs from corporate control, freeing humanity from the biotech arms race that Rebirth's ending unleashed, or perhaps freeing the franchise itself from the repetitive cycle of island expeditions and genetic MacGuffins that have limited its narrative potential since 2015. Fans are speculating about everything from a global dinosaur pandemic caused by the open-source DNA to a liberation movement of eco-terrorists freeing captive dinosaurs from zoos and research facilities, with the Distortus Rex, that terrifying H.R. Giger-inspired mutant hybrid that nearly devoured Duncan, potentially returning as the apex predator of a new ecosystem where InGen's most dangerous creations have escaped containment and begun breeding in the wild. The production is expected to return to the Thailand, Malta, and United Kingdom locations that defined Rebirth's visual palette, with the Khao Phanom Bencher National Park, the Malta Film Studios water tanks, and Sky Studios Elstree all likely to host filming once Johansson completes her back-to-back shoots on The Exorcist, Martyrs, and The Batman Part 2 in 2026, pushing principal photography into early 2027. The creature design will undoubtedly push beyond Rebirth's already groundbreaking work, which introduced the Mutodon Raptor Pterosaur hybrid, the aquatic Mosasaurus attacks, and the Willem Dafoe of dinosaurs that was the Distortus Rex, with Liberation potentially featuring new mutations, new species, and perhaps even the long-rumoured return of the Spinosaurus, or the introduction of marine reptiles on a scale that Rebirth's Mediterranean sequences only hinted at. Alexandre Desplat, who earned a Hollywood Music in Media Award nomination for his Rebirth score, could return to compose Liberation's music, bringing his signature blend of orchestral grandeur and primal dread to a film that will need to balance the wonder of dinosaurs with the horror of what humanity has done to them. For fans who have followed this franchise, from the Amber Mosquito to the T-Rex breakout, from the Lost World to the Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic World Liberation represents the promise that Steven Spielberg's original vision, that life finds a way, that nature cannot be controlled, that hubris is always punished, still matters in an era of CRISPR babies and de-extinction startups, and that the greatest monster in the Jurassic universe has never been the dinosaur, but the human who thought they could play God. So, keep your flares ready and your running shoes laced for casting announcements, set photos, and that first earth-shattering trailer.